Hello, America. If you're not freaking out, you don't live in the South. Everybody who lives in the South right now, may I just say, Texans are very good at this. You know, Texans are amazing because you could come in, well, I was going to say with the whole Canadian army, but that wouldn't even scare Minnesota. You could come in to Texas with, you know, the whole Russian army and people who live in Texas. I don't mean the fighters. I mean just real Texans, not the people who just moved there. Real Texans. The entire Russian military could come in and Texans would be like, oh, geez. Well, I guess our afternoon, we know what we're going to do. Going to take care of these guys. But when it snows, when it gets cold, when it starts to have ice, they absolutely freak out. All across Texas, if you are, especially in Dallas, you're in any part of the South that is getting the snow and ice, you know what the grocery stores were like yesterday. I'm surprised, 2 more days of this and people will eat babies. It's just like, they'll just be like, out in the parking lot. There's nothing left in the store. It's crazy. It is a storm. Are you prepared? Now, when I say that, I know what that means. I think I'm prepared. But I also know, no, you're not. Because I forget all the stupid stuff. We go into the winter storm here in just a second and so much more. I got to tell you, we go through this every year. Every year, it's like it's brand new, never happened before. Southern half of the United States goes crazy. And I do the same thing. I make the opposite mistake. Every year when this happens, I'm like looking at people laughing and I'm like, well, I'm prepared. I mean, not kind of prepared, not mostly prepared. I'm a man who has seen things prepared. I've got the generator, I got the fuel. I got enough canned food to feed a Boy Scout jamboree that got lost sometime in 1987 and never went home. I've got flashlights, I've got radios, I've got batteries for devices that didn't even exist during the Nixon administration. And then without fail, it happens every single time it happens. I haven't forgotten the important things. I have the freeze-dried stroganoff that claims it'll taste just like home, you know, if your home is a Soviet research bunker. I don't forget the emergency candles designed to burn for 12 hours and smell faintly of despair. But the one thing that turns out that I forget every time is what turns all of that into a decorative pile of optimism and nothing more. Matches. Nothing humbles a man faster than standing in the dark, holding a perfectly good candle and looking at your flashlights, thinking like, can I rub these together and start a fire just with my confidence? I'll walk into my preparedness room, because I have a preparedness room, and I think, look at me. I am responsible. I could survive a minor collapse of civilization. And then the power goes out, and suddenly I'm standing there going, does anybody know where we keep fire? I don't. Do they can fire? I don't. I think preparedness gives you false confidence. A lot of the times it's false because you think you planned for everything. And then you realize, no, I planned for everything except the thing that makes all of the other things work. You know, like I have generators. I have no extension cords. I don't have any idea where the extension cords are for me to plug in the things that I need. I have radios, but last time I forgot to charge the ones that we actually use. Got emergency blankets, you know, but they're vacuum sealed, like they're guarding nuclear secrets. And of course, they're easy to own. They're easy to open. No, it tears open easily. No, it doesn't. You spend 15 minutes trying to open the thing that says tears open easily. It's a lie. Oh my gosh, the storm is not even here, and I'm already exhausted just thinking about it. And I live in Florida. I'm not going to get it. But the southern half of the country, God bless you. You're gonna discover things, you know, about things you didn't own, and things that you didn't know you do own, like that sweater that you bought in 2009. You bought it just in case. You haven't seen that. You might find it this weekend. Or the space heater that sounds like it's angry at you personally. You have that one? Because I have that one. You plug it in and you're like, I'm not sure that's quite safe. And it sounds pissed off. The people up north, they quietly panic. I don't know. Maybe they're more like the English. They're panicking, but they don't really show it. Down south, winter is like, I don't know, a group project between a group project and The Walking Dead. People are buying bread and milk like they're preparing for to summon some carb-based deity. Nobody knows why, but we got to have all the loaves of bread that you can possibly get. It's going to last 2 days, guys. It's going to last 2 days. And no one questions it. Water is suddenly gone everywhere. You don't have water to last 2 days? Nope, we don't. Or maybe we do, but we just have to. Everybody else is buying water. I should buy water. And meanwhile, I'm making fun of people thinking, this is hysterical. Look at this. I've got this. Right up until I realize I have no idea where the matches are. Again. Preparedness isn't about having everything. I think preparedness is about discovering the things that you took for granted. It's the things that you forgot. It's the things that I got all that. And then you realize, wait, that doesn't work without electricity. Be able to dry off. I'm going to be fine. We'll just use the blow dryer to keep warm. Yeah, the electricity, you got to plug it in, you dope. Anyway, I'll be fine. I'll be lighting the candle with the grill lighter that I actually had to go next door to beg my neighbor, could I borrow your grill lighter? Like a professional does. So,
Glenn,
I hope you're prepared because everybody's going to freak out. Yes,
Glenn,
Ricky.
Thank you for the advice, but you're sitting in a warm chair in Florida. Are you mocking us?
I'm still freaking out.
We are not doing good over here. We're not doing well. The HEBs look like a Russia grocery store right now. My husband had to wear a tactical vest to go get water. Just a little more empathy, please.
Yeah. Well, I do have empathy. I'm telling you, you should prepare, but you're not going to get all the stuff that you're supposed to have. Here's what you should do. Just make sure that you have bread and water, enough for a couple of days. See, the problem is in Texas, you don't really know. In Texas, they have no snow removal system. They have no salt system. They don't have anything to spray down airplanes, for de-icing. So it's the only thing that saves Texas is, well, eventually the temperature is going to go above 32. So it could last a day. It could last a month. You have no idea, but you're not going anywhere. See, the rest of the country doesn't have that. The rest of the country, this is the one time you should be grateful you don't live in Texas. And it's the one time, and you know how bad it's going to get. You can always gauge how bad it's going to get. Did Ted Cruz go someplace warm?
He did.
And he did.
Reports are that he did. And so that was actually our weatherman was just tracking where Ted Cruz was at the airport. We love you, Ted.
If Ted stays home, everything's going to be fine. If Ted is, jetting off to some, sunny, warm place, look out. It's going to be an apocalypse.